things than you see, right? So, which one is it? This one, correct? That one. Oops, sorry. Did I hit you?
No.
Okay, this is the esophagus, and then esophagus enters the diaphragm, and then from the diaphragm enters the stomach, correct? Under the diaphragm, you see? It goes, do you see this?
Oh, yes.
And then it goes, this is liver, right? And here is the junction of, so you can see it very nicely here. If you remove this capsule or adventitia, you see the esophagus enters the stomach right here. When it enters the stomach, the junction is called cardiac region, and there is a sphincter here, right? Cardiac sphincter that allows food to enter the stomach. And then this area is called fundus. This area is called greater, and this area curvature, and this is pyloric region. And then pyloric region actually ends with pyloric canal. Pyloric canal has this sphincter called pyloric sphincter, correct? And then enters duodenum of the small intestine. This is the duodenum part, and then it is hard to identify, so you know the small intestine has duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. It is hard to know the border of duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. However, this is very easy. This area is duodenum, where the stomach enters the small intestine. This end of it, which is the junction of the small intestine and large intestine, has a structure called cecum. And if you open this, there is a valve here called ileocecal valve. It's a smooth muscle that allows food to enter from small intestine to large intestine. And then you have large intestine. In cat, large intestine doesn't have that ascending, transverse, descending. In human has it, okay? In human has it. This is called mesentery. This is that allows blood vessel to distribute, because this is such a huge area. If this blood vessel will be free, then they tangle and they mess up. So this basically structures the blood vessel. Here we have blood vessel, nerve, and lymph. Okay, lymph vessels that allow a very organized way to get and feed all the large area of the abdomen, which includes small intestine and large intestine. Now, basically the abdomen is covered with peritoneum. Remember, in heart we call it pericardium, in lung we call it pleura, and in abdomen we call it peritoneum. But these are all serous membrane, double layer serous membrane, correct? They cover. So they have visceral part, which is attached to the organ, and then they have parietal part that are away, and in between there is a fluid called peritoneum fluid, okay, and peritoneum cavity. Now, mesentery in your lab manual says it's a double layer of parietal membrane. You see that? So there is a visceral that attaches to the organ, and there is parietal away, and the mesentery is double layer of parietal. However, I found there is discrepancy because in literature it says double layer of visceral part of the membrane. So it doesn't matter. You are not going to be asked. I have to search more. Okay? So this is the digestive system. Now, liver in human has 4 lobes. What the hell was it? Oh, not the blood, huh? It's just anyway. So there is greater omentum, which is actually the part of mesentery that is folding down and coming back. This is omentum. So we have greater omentum, that is basically comes from the greater curvature of the stomach, falls over the intestine in the anterior part, okay? So the liver, unlike human, has 4 lobes. In cat, you have 7 lobes, okay? 7 lobes, but really there is nothing much I can show you here, except what did you do with the gallbladder of this guy here? This is the gallbladder of this guy. Gallbladder, liver, and pancreas are accessory organs of digestive system. So this is the gallbladder. Do you see that? It's a sac. And then gallbladder, so what happens, liver makes the bile. Bile is important for digestion of fat in our body. So bile enters gallbladder, gets concentrated, okay, and then transferred to duodenum. So basically this area of the duodenum is major site of the digestion, okay? So there are 2 ducts here. One is, you may see, it's a bile duct, okay? And then cystic duct. Cystic duct is exactly attached to gallbladder, is the so we have to remove all these connective tissues so that we see. So this area is cystic duct. Cystic duct is a duct belong to gallbladder through which bile enters, and then bile duct comes from the bile duct comes from the liver, and the cystic duct and bile duct join together, okay, and enter the duodenum. So I don't know if you have to dissect that or you can dissect that, but we're going to see it in the image, okay? So this is all about digestive system. If you finish reviewing it, you can put it away. Who else has the cat?